Hello, again, James here. I hope you guys are doing well. Good afternoon and good morning, or wherever you're calling from. Well, I decided to put together a couple of content creators, their very wisdom of the analysis on relationships and so much truth that a lot of people carry out here in social media um, concerning this Will and Jada situation. And there's a social media commentary that got her YouTube channel suspended. And I'm gonna go ahead and play a few of these clips, and I'll get back with my commentary.
Like music forever, and I want to talk about this, man, because this is one of the stories that really intrigued me. That's been going on in the media, man, and I really wanted to speak about this because I thought that this is a situation that's more dangerous than what a lot of people are giving credit and credence to. I believe, and I've always talked about my channel, why guys who have so much money crash out and burn and lose it all over certain situations. We all can rewind back to Will Smith slapping Chris Rock on that stage, and nobody really understanding why, outside of the joke that went wrong, Will Smith was harboring so much rage inside of him to get up and go slap the earth, wind, and fire out of that brother on the stage. A lot of that was burning inside of this brother, and I feel like women like Jada Pinkett are the worst type of women, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in this video, man. She is a very dishonorable and disrespectful woman. I'm gonna repeat myself again. She is a very dishonorable and disrespectful person. When you marry a man and when you love a man, you're supposed to be married to that man and love that man and protect and keep you guys' personal business personal. Jada has been all about the limelight with that relationship and also spilling tea on that relationship. I believe from the very beginning, she's always continued to talk about, and this is what I thought was wrong about Jada. First of all, I want to tell y'all this. She always talked about Tupac Shakur, and I love Tupac, my favorite rapper of all time. But she always talked about another man that wasn't her husband. Even though she was with Will Smith, she always talked about how much love and connection she had to Tupac. How in the world does a man who really loves you like Will Smith did and does, how is he supposed to mentally deal with that when all he hears is his woman talk about how she has a connection and had a connection with another man? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's violation number one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody want to hear about no old chronicles you got with no other man that is not here or is not with you at this time.
Right.
Her continuing to hash at that dug at Will Smith. That dug at Will Smith. Very dishonorable, very disrespectful man. Y'all don't understand the mental psychology of a man, the mental psyche of a man, I should say, who has to be in that limelight like Will Smith, and who understands who Tupac Shakur was. And we heard the rumors that Will, him and Tupac allegedly, could have had words about it or wanted to have words allegedly or somewhere along those lines. I don't know. None of us really know the truth. But it's animosity that was there from Will Smith. Because the woman that you love, that's supposed to be with you, keep talking about another man that she's not with.
Right.
But she's supposed to be with you.
Right.
Very disrespectful.
Right. That's true.
And Jada always pulled that card. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. You always try to chop down brothers in front of the public. You understand what I'm saying? And beat down brothers in front of the public. And then you come to that night where he slaps the hell out of Chris Rock, and everybody's saying, "Oh, Will has gone off the rails. He needs to be doing this," but nobody is seeing all of these things that have added up in this situation. Then you go tell the world,
right?
When everybody was going off on Will, saying Will was a punk, Will was this, Will was that.
Right.
Negroes shut their mouth.
Right.
When they heard.
Right.
When she just told the story. I think I was getting into it with James, and I told James this when he was on my channel, and we talked about this. And I would love to talk to James about this again now that the story came out. But she's going to talk about how when Chris Rock heard that they were going to get a divorce, he immediately called her and tried to take her out. Why would you put that in the atmosphere for the whole world to devour?
Exactly.
Why would you try to break and tear down and break a man like Will Smith like this in front of the world?
Right.
And we wonder why Will Smith lost his damn mind. And then she gonna try and out him talking about something. Yeah, it was about to be a situation because he seen Chris and he stepped to Chris like he wanted to fight Chris and Chris was like, hey, maybe we need to step away with this and step outside and blah, 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 blah. Disgusting. But this is the type of stuff that drives these men crazy. A man who really loved the woman.
Mm-hmm.
All of these years, you heard about different things about Will and Jada. But she was the only one that's out here that's trying to annihilate this man.
Mm-hmm.
Who have always held her down.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
In the public eye. And it was disgusting. It was disgusting to see her reveal such crazy information. And she did that to hurt the man.
Mm-hmm.
She did that to hurt the man.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why you tell the world that Chris Rock tried to holler at me is because you want to break him in front of the world. In front of the world. And I find it to be very disgusting. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here. If y'all ain't hit subscribe. And we was always wondering why Will was filled with so much rage. And I told James when we was on that show together months ago when all of this stuff was going down, I said, James, you don't know anything about Will Smith. He said, oh, Will wasn't going to do nothing. He act tough for the guy. I said, bro, you don't know nothing about this man. Any man can go crazy and crash out when you push him to the point.
Exactly.
When you push him over the edge.
Exactly. She
told this to the world. Imagine what happened when Will Smith got a whiff of this. So he already feeling a way about Chris Rock. Already feeling a way.
Right.
Now it makes sense.
Right.
Because we get to that night and Chris Rock does that,
knowing
that those two already got history.
Right.
And then Will goes off in front of the world. And everybody blames Will and says Will is out of control.
Right.
But this man couldn't wait to try to F his chick. He couldn't wait. At the first moment, these Negroes will try to F your wife. Do y'all not hear what I said, y'all? At the first moment, these dusty ass Negroes who can't keep a woman will try to F your wife. And that's exactly what she alleges that Chris Rock did. That Chris Rock hit her up when he heard rumors that they could be getting a divorce and said, I want to take you out. And then she had to tell him, nah, we're not getting a divorce. Y'all know Will knew this because she talked about the dust up that Will and Chris Rock had about this behind the scenes and how that Will was ready to throw hands with this fool. You know how many other times Will Smith was going ready to throw hands with cats and about to probably do hands with cats over this crazy ass, dusty ass woman? Do y'all know how many times? But see, here's the point, right? He's married to the woman. He loved the woman. He's trying to protect the woman, but the woman don't have no respect for him. And then when he crash out and do something crazy, and he go to jail for the rest of his life, everybody's gonna look at Will and say, oh, he a fool, he crazy. He don't know what the hell going on.
Exactly, Ticket TV. Exactly.
But this woman, that y'all see
Exactly.
right there on the side of y'all screen, hit that like button as y'all come on in here. She's sitting around here every moment she get a chance. Talk about Tupac and what Tupac meant to her. Chick, talk about what your husband meant to you.
Right.
Talk about that.
Right.
Talk about what your husband, Will Smith, meant to you. And then it bothered me when she said, I were soulmates. Well, why the hell did you marry Will Smith then, chick?
Thank you.
Why in the hell did you marry Will Smith?
Right.
Oh, the disrespect is real. Why did you marry Will Smith?
Right. Right.
And Tupac was your soulmate.
Right.
Every time you laid down with Will Smith,
You thought about
this woman probably was thinking about the great late Tupac Shakur. And Will probably felt that. Break this man. Break this man in front of the world. The Augustine Alsina thing. Break this man, Will. You break this man's spirit. You break this man's heart in front of the world. And all we see is the results when these Negroes crash out and lose it all. Well, I'm here today to call out the antagonizer. I'm here to call out the one who came and caused all of this BS. With the foolishness that y'all seen that have added up from day freaking one. This woman been talking about this shit for years. That bothered me. You married to this man, but you talking about how much you love and how much you attached to another man. And again, we all love Tupac Shakur. R.I.P. to the legend. But if you married to Will Smith, you ain't supposed to be talking about no goddamn Tupac Shakur. And I ain't lying about that. You chopped your husband down. The man that cared about you, you chopped him down. You broke this man's spirit in front of the world. And he might not have said it, but you know how a nigga that really love you feel. And you continue to do it over the years. Instead of you leave that conversation alone and let it be, you entertained it. And you kept throwing it in this man's face. And then you dare come out, running your mouth now, trying to get back into public. Rub it in the wound. But when we see a man like this crash out, because we seen Will crash out when he slapped Chris Rock, and you remember all of the strong reactions that the whole world had to Will. But ain't nobody know that that man tried to F his wife.
Wow.
Ain't nobody know that. So Will already had that built up in him. You know how much balls it take? You know how much rage it take to get up in front of the world when you know the world is watching? To risk your entire career because you can't hold back that feeling that's inside of you. And slap the dog piss out of another man because you know he couldn't wait to try to F your wife. And then he would get on stage. And I don't see too many people giving Chris Rock enough smoke for this, bro. And that shit bothered me, bro. Because these men ain't got no freaking decency and no order. But you go get up on that stage and disrespect, and you know it was cutting deep. You know it was cutting deep. That shit's sad, bro.
Right.
That shit's sad. Now you out here again doing interviews and telling people in the interviews that Tupac was your soulmate. But you don't want to divorce Will Smith. I couldn't divorce him. I promised myself I couldn't divorce him. Use this man his entire life. I'm going to say it again. Use the man his entire life.
Yes, it is.
Man, really love that woman, bro. And y'all wonder why these niggas be crashing out over these women. Y'all I wonder why. Will was probably willing to lay it down for Jada. Lay it down for that woman.
She ain't never gonna find a man like
She
that
wasn't
no more.
willing to do it for him. She'll disrespect him at the term of a blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went and banged a young boy. You went and banged on a young boy. Augustine Alsina, you went and banged on a young boy. And dishonored Will in front of the world and stripped Will down in front of the world. Got this man walking around lesser than. Losing his goddamn. Do y'all not know how Will Smith had to feel? Smash a like button if y'all coming here tonight, man. I'm gonna ask y'all a real question. Everybody that's listening to this video, do y'all not know how Will Smith had to feel, bro? How y'all think this man felt? He gotta walk around knowing that his wife really wanted to be up in Tupac. Think about that. But he also knew that if he said something this entire time that the world would judge him because everybody loved Pac. Pac passed away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Yep.
a lot of these people would have took Pac's side either way.
Right. Yep. The people sure would judge him.
It's a disgrace, man. She break that man like that, bro. That shit cut deep. I'm telling y'all this, bro. You can feel everything when Will smacked Chris Rock on that stage. You can feel it all that night, bro. You can feel all the pain, all the tears, all the emotion, the years of stress, the years of just wanting to release. You can feel that shit that night when he slapped that man like that. And everybody jumped on Will helmet and made him seem like he was crazy, deranged, insane. But ain't nobody called out this woman who been sitting out here playing like the puppet master the whole damn time.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
And it's a damn shame.
Play a couple more of these.
Let Instacart tackle your weekly shop.
What the heck is talking about?
Yeah.
What's up, family? As you know, Jada Pinkett Smith has been on a press tour promoting her new book, Worthy, out today. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's gonna be a bestseller. In fact, I'll say it right now in real time. It's a bestseller. Moving on. A lot of people have been chiming in on Jada's comments she's been making to promote the book. She has stated some inflammatory things about people in her life, including her husband, Will Smith, and Tupac Shakur. She recently said that Tupac had alopecia. Said she sold some crack, and I think she said she used to be a man at one point. No, I'm just saying she didn't say that. But damn, you know, every day it's a new revelation. Like she basically she promoted the hell out of that book. I hope it was worth it because she has ruffled many feathers.
You get that right.
Insert Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar took exception to Jada saying that Chris Rock tried to holler at her in the midst of divorce rumors between her and Will. Doc went in. The video starts out with him saying, now you're saying that Chris Rock tried to clap your flat ASS cheeks. And I'm paraphrasing. First of all, Jada, no disrespect, but you're a beautiful woman, but you ain't got nobody. It ain't like you 5'5", thinking thighs. Not everybody was excited about those comments. You know, a lot of people been chiming in and going in on Jada. But some people are saying that what Dr. Umar did amounts to bullying. They're saying that he went too far. What do y'all think about that? Did he go too far? The good doc also questioned why Chris Rock was so comfortable approaching Jada with that proposition. He's like, yeah, you know, why was he so comfortable? What did you do to make him so comfortable in propositioning you like that in private? Well, I got something to say about that. When it comes to a man trying to holler at a woman, man, these dudes will holler at you and offer sex to you in front of your mama. It don't have to be private. I've seen dudes proposition women in front of their husbands, in front of their kids. That doesn't hold a lot of weight. These dudes, some of these dudes out here, they don't give a damn. Now, Dr. Umar did acknowledge that Chris Rock was out of pocket for offering this proposition to Jada to get back at Will. I think there's a little confusion as to when he propositioned her. I don't think this was in the last past year. I don't think this was after the Oscars fiasco. I think this was before. Yeah, I think it was, you know, because the rumors about the divorce was like, it was going on like for years. It's been going on for years. But the doc seemed to like really take it personal. When I look at situations like this, it's not personal to me. But what I like to do is I like to talk about these type of situations, and not necessarily Will and Jada, but the actual situation. If I feel like it's some information, I can offer some information and instructions for you guys. And what I would say is, in this situation, is keep your business to yourself. Like, if you put your business out in the streets, then you fair game. You can't put your business out in the streets. A lot of these celebrities got that bad. They'll put their business out in the streets and then say, at this time, we are wishing that you respect our privacy. We're asking for privacy. How the hell can you publicly put your business out there and then turn around and ask for privacy? Right. It don't work like that.
Nope.
And so that's one side of it. The other side is how we respond. Like, some of us are really, really triggered. And I think that those of us who are triggered perhaps have some type of past trauma. Perhaps we dealt with someone who was in that relationship, whatever that relationship that is went awry. Perhaps we dealt with somebody like that before. Somebody like that did us dirty. So we hear certain things that people do in a relationship, we get triggered. But for me, I really don't have a dog in the fight. I just look at situations like, you know, how do I avoid that situation, or how do I apply something like that to make my situation better? To me, it's all a learning experience. So, you know, you won't hear me calling Jada Pickett Smith names. I'm not going to call Will Smith names. I think this is a But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to.
Recordings just got better.
This is opinion.
Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that local recordings are now available on StreamYard. Have you ever done a recording where your guest just had terrible internet issues? They were blurry, they were freezing, you could almost hardly hear them. Well, with local recordings from StreamYard, you'll be able to download a perfect quality video from your guest after the show.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. So many of you have been asking me to chime in on one or the other of these two topics you see on the screen, talking about Will and Jada Smith, or Tia Mowry and Corey Hardrick. Now, I haven't chimed in on it because I've been busy, but I'm going to bring you, as usual, the biblical perspective. The biblical perspective. Of course, in order to get to the biblical perspective, you have to understand what's happening in the natural. So in the natural, many see these two couples as couples that they would have aspired to be just alike. I remember there were many references to both of them as marriage goals. People would say marriage goals, right? You look at these two couples and they look like two very attractive couples, right? But in the eyes of the media, something else has been going on. If you don't understand that biblically speaking, marriage is a mystery. When you don't understand that marriage is a mystery, you'll look at this, you'll look at these, and right away, what I've seen with both cases here in the black community specifically, because you have two women who have done some very, very open things regarding their marriages. Many in the black community use this as their validation to say, see, this is why I don't deal with those kind of women, right? So I see these two situations right here as ammunition that the enemy has used to further stain and tarnish that biblical marriage concept. Now, for those of you who want to be technical, what I find interesting is in the case of Tia and Corey, many of the brothers will say, well, her dad is not a black man, so blah, 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 when it comes to a certain direction of the conversation. But when it comes to something negative, such as this, then all of a sudden she becomes a black woman, and one of the reasons why you don't deal with black women. Well, normally, and I've heard a lot of fellas talk in this way, because her father's white, they'll say that she doesn't count as a black woman. I've seen so many fellas do this, right? So they will use a situation such as this to say black woman this or black woman that. Now, in her case, I want to say this. We don't know the details or all of the ins and outs of either marriage, okay, that we're talking about, Will and Jada, or Tia and Corey. We only know what they have allowed to be seen through the public eye. We don't know all of the backstory of everything, only what they've shared with us, right? And which in the case of Will and Jada, they have shared a whole lot, right? To where if anyone forms a certain opinion about Jada, it is almost validated because she stays in the media with her marriage business, right? Now, in the case of Tia, what I'm going to say is this. If you had a marriage that was working and a husband who was there in the capacity of a husband, very supportive or whatever, I would say to any woman who finds herself in a situation where you may be making or earning more money than your husband, If he's a good man, I don't see the problem. I just don't see it, right? Especially a lot of people have basically taken aim at this young woman, taken aim at Tia, because they're saying that she has regrets of leaving her husband because now that she's gotten back out here, it is not the same. She is saying, they are saying that she's saying it's not the same, that she's having regrets. So, that being said, I don't follow all of this stuff like that. I'm just looking at a lot of the commentary that a lot of people were bombarding me with. When I say bombarding, please don't take offense to it at all, family. I appreciate you all sharing things with me and wanting to hear my point of view on certain things. So when I say bombard, please don't take offense. Maybe I used the wrong word, okay? But I have been bombarded with these topics, not just someone requesting me to speak on it. Okay, but also just seeing it in the feed. It's been lighting up the internet, period. So whether someone sent it to me or not, it has been there. It's just there. Both of these topics have been there, right? All up and down the YouTube feed. And even folk like Dr. Richie have been talking about these things. So that's what I find to be very interesting. So if we understand where the real battle is, we look at the media and how they spin these stories and how they portray these stories and what they have to say about it. We look at how men respond, how women respond. A lot of women had choice words for both of these women, right? What I'm going to say, especially in the case of Tia, if you got a good man, what's the problem? I mean, gee whiz. Forget about the money thing or who's making the most money. From the time, even before my husband and I got married, we didn't separate our money. We looked at ourselves as a couple, It didn't matter who made what. You see, I don't know if that's the reason or the full reason, but if that's one of the reasons, then that was not a good reason at all to let go of a good marriage, especially having beautiful children that you brought into the world, to uproot their stability. In any case, whether it's these celebrities or just a lay person, why uproot their stability, right? Now, if you need to take a break or to just take a break from one another for whatever reason, I mean, couples have problems, and sometimes those problems can be major, right? But if it's not enough to end it all, just separate for a minute, sleep in separate rooms or whatever, but why tear it all to pieces? Now, the case of Will and Jada, I mean, they very openly admitted some tripped out things concerning their marriage, so no one can argue that there was some stuff going on with them, right? But the issue, I would say, with them is the fact that they have portrayed their marriage in a way to where, even with Jada being this new guru that's popped up out of nowhere with the Red Table Talk, I think you need stable people to kind of talk about situations, right? Especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to life in general. Okay, commentary is one thing, but to be almost put out there as a person to come through for solutions to life's problems, that's where I think the marketing of this show has gone wrong, where many have promoted it as such, right? And over the years, we see what has happened. Many used to refer to them as marriage goals. And so you see the impact that is made on people's minds. And now what is the impact now that things have toppled the way that they have? Now, many would say that they haven't toppled, but she just recently said that they've been separated for a long time now. I believe since 2016 or 2017. So how many young people, period, whether young, middle-aged, or old, were affected by this when you previously viewed them as marriage goals? This is why it's very important that people get a biblical understanding of what marriage should look like versus looking at rich celebrities and you see them together hugged up, holding hands.
That's true. That's good
going to
advice.
events together.
That's true.
And then all of a sudden, you get this bombshell information. In one case, divorce. In the other case, oh, we've been separated for a long time. But we've been having all kinds of problems for a long time. Now, it's not to say that there are going to be problems. You're not going to agree on everything. That's just, it is what it is. But the issue is when people don't know how to separate reality, and they will look at these people not from a biblical standpoint, but from an earthly or worldly standpoint, and they look at them as marriage goals. Now what? Now what? Again, I must reiterate, no marriage is perfect. Not even mine. My husband and I haven't always seen eye to eye on everything, right? That's why we did a whole marriage series talking about some of the ups and downs, the ins and outs, and things of that nature. So that people can view things from a biblical standpoint and heal and understand what is required of us. You as a wife, or he as a husband, what does the Most High require? What are the biblical requirements, right? And then even trying to uncover and understand the biblical mystery of marriage. Anyway, I just wanted to chime in for those who've asked my opinion on this.
She's right, and I definitely agree. But some women just they're not at this maturity level on how to understand love because they don't put God first. That's the truth. Same way they don't understand it. But anyway, we're gonna go to this one. What happened to this woman? You probably heard of her.
In order to have
good for you. I'm telling you. Listen to your big bro AC. Listen to your big bro AC. I know what I be talking about. I said, listen, black men, you heard me say this plenty of times. You heard me say this plenty of times. I do not respect these content creators. I respect productive black men that's out there actually in the world making it happen. You know why? You know why? Because you're making it happen off your own merit. You don't need support of strangers to get through. You don't need that. Subscribers, likes, views, you don't need that to get through. You get through off your own merit. I said these content creators, especially Keisha, they live off of strangers. The thing is, there's two things that can happen that can go wrong for you. Your supporters stop rocking with you, or YouTube itself stop rocking with your channel, get demonetized, get deleted, or get suspended, and then what? And then what? What happens then what? Oh, it's panic mode. You're starting to vision that shelter. It start getting dark. It start getting dark for them. It start getting dark. You don't know what I'm talking about, right? Cynthia G channel. It was just announced that it's been demonetized and suspended, right? For hate speech. Hey, YouTube, it's about time, right? It's about time. I've said that for all these Keisha content creators. They're spewing hate. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's hate speech. That's definitely what it is. That is definitely what it is. No doubt about it. That is 100% grade A. Grade A, black men. Grade A hate speech. Don't get it twisted. That's hate speech. Grade A hate speech. That's all they have for black men. And it's been like that. It's been like that. They've been had hate for us. I showed y'all that in the live today. Shout out to the brothers that's in the live. I showed that in the live. I showed that in the live today. We went all the way back. What they were doing. Right? So, now your channel is demonetized, right? Where you go from there? Oh, guess where she went to? She went to a dude by the name of Storm Monroe. Right? Mr. Zestmeister Flex. She went to this dude. Isn't that a black male? Isn't that a black male? You know, she went to him, Zestmeister. She went to him and said, hey, could you promote this new channel I have? Mm-hmm. And of course, Zestmeister does it. Of course. He goes up there, promotes the channel, trying to get her subscribers up. You know why? You know why that happened? You know why she did it so fast? Because she got bills to pay. She didn't even try to wait to see if she can rectify the situation. Go through the steps. She can't wait. You know why she can't wait? Because she got bills. She got bills. And they need to be paid right away. They need to be paid right away. Those bills. She got bills. And she,
I'm going to take you to this one.
Investing in real estate makes sense, but where do you start? You start?
What's your name, honey?
I'm Ashley.
Ashley, where you calling us from?
I am from Maryland. I'm in the DMV area.
Okay.
Well, I'm originally from Philly, but I live in Maryland.
Okay, you live in Maryland. How old are you, boo?
I'm 36.
36. Do you have any children?
I have 2 kids. 2 girls.
2 girls. How old are your girls?
14 and 7.
Oh, my pen just died. I gotta use my phone. 14 and 7. Hold on, my pen just died. So I gotta use my phone to type it out.
Kendra, so
2 girls, 14 and 7. What do you do for a living?
I'm a hairstylist.
Do both your girls have the same dad?
No.
Access
Are they
denied.
married?
No.
Okay. Hairstylist. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Aries. So this is Ashley, Maryland, 36. Aries, hairstylist, 2 girls, 14 and 7. What kind of man you looking for?
I am looking for a man that is healed. Actually, I'm looking for a reformed hood nigga, basically.
What?
Yes, you have to be healed. You have to be established. I don't mind someone who got out of jail. You just have to be established and on your feet.
So he could have did 5 years in jail but turn his life around.
Yep.
And that's the man you prefer, Ashley.
do.
Why would a single mother with 2 daughters, prefer a man with a criminal record? Why would you prefer a felon opposed to a man who has his stuff together and doesn't have a criminal history? What are we talking about here? She better clean this up real quick.
See?
I feel like men that were in jail, they a lot, and when they come out and they turn their life around, I feel like they grind better. They are more family oriented.
Start from the beginning.
I said,
why do you want a man? Hold on. Why do you want a man that's been out of jail?
A man that's been out of jail, that means that they look at life differently. They are willing to work harder. sorry. They become a family man. They grind harder, and they just look at life differently, and they willing to turn their lives around. So it's just a whole outlook on life than a man who hasn't been in jail.
And this isn't the dumbest crap that I've ever heard. And women like this are the reason that, one, stereotypes exist, and two, the fact that a lot of people in this space say, Pookie always wins at the end of the day. And also the mindset that if someone been to jail and been through the worst of the worst, come back out, they have a better hustler mentality. What are you talking about? That's idiotic. There are plenty of capable men out here with no past criminal histories whose hustle is unmatched by anyone. That's absurd, man. Let's get back to it. This is about to piss me off.
I've never heard this in my whole entire life. So,
You never heard of somebody wanting to reform hood niggas?
No.
I mean, maybe I've heard that. I think it goes both ways. I know that jail has made some, this is true, jail has made some people, some men better people, you know? But then sometimes jail can do the opposite, and then that person never reforms because of the experience that they went through in jail.
No shit, Kendra. So you shouldn't have changed your answer. Said it goes both ways. No, she's being idiotic, and you should have hung up on her.
So it can go, it can go either way.
Right. I agree with that.
But why not a man that just never went to jail but has his head on straight?
I've dealt with both, so that's just what I'm looking for.
So the man that went to jail, you liked him better than the man that never went to jail?
Yeah, their mentality is different.
Y'all see this?
Honestly.
Do y'all see this?
Why did it work out between you and the former jail guy?
Distance. I went into the military, and so it was a whole distance thing, and we just lost contact. So
She's dated the man who ain't never been to jail, or the man that went to jail?
I'm not saying that jail is a requirement. I'm not saying.
You said you want a former hood man, and then you
I do.
Oh
but
my
it don't have
God.
to be a requirement.
Now you see what I'm talking about?
I mean, do y'all know that all I do is repeat what y'all said?
It doesn't have to be a requirement, though. Honestly.
I guess you don't like to hear it out loud when I say it. It's the same thing.
That's not, I mean, I guess the terminology, I'll say a reformed hood nigga.
All right. Well, what are your deal breakers besides having two parents who didn't live in the hood and you came from the suburbs and you don't know anything about it? What are your other deal breakers?
I say unhealed trauma. If they know daddy, mommy issues, baby mama drama, they have to be established. Yeah.
Okay. You are 36. What's the age range? Wait, are you 36 or 26?
No, I'm 36.
Okay, 36. What's the age range you want to be?
35 to 45.
35 to 45. Could he have kids already?
Yes.
Does he have to look a certain way?
Yes. Tall, dark, good hygiene.
Tall, dark, nice, deep, good hygiene. What about money?
Oh, it has to be in the gym because I'm a gym girly. So,
Gym girly.
yes.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Not necessarily because I am well established. So I just would want him to be well established, well in his career.
Okay. Could he be in jail getting out?
Absolutely not.
Oh, no. I'm about to say, because he can't use your address or...
No.
He can't. Because you know I got people that want... I got cousins in jail. I got cousins. We learned that. I got cousins in jail who watch the show.
And that is true. Kendra has had a dude call in from jail once, or maybe on more than one occasion. But again, let me point this out to you guys. No, she's not about to deal with the dude who's currently in jail.
Access denied.
Who do you think she is? She's not about to deal with the dude who's currently in jail, but a reformed cookie. Oh my!
Well established. So I would say if you are out of jail, I would say 3 to 5 year mark. Post jail, established in a job, not bouncing back and forth between jobs. Yeah.
Okay. you have it. Let's do the Kendrick Cam.
I don't care about the Kendrick Cam. Once women start talking reckless and saying crazy crap, I don't care about how their body looks. I don't care. She could be a 10. I don't care. She's a one in a mind.
Let's see. Oh, you look, you're in great shape.
She look like she's in great shape.
Okay.
But she work out?
Okay.
No, thank you. She's an idiot.
Ashley, when was your last relationship?
A year and a half ago.
Did he go to jail? Was he out of
He
jail?
was in and out of jail. He was in and out of jail.
He was in and out of jail. Where's he at now?
He's in Virginia.
Okay.
Probably in jail. Kendrick G with the shade. Kendrick be throwing so much shade. A lot of times it's warranted though.
He was in and out of jail, but he's not in jail in Virginia.
No.
Is he? Okay. Why did it? Oh, that's the one because you moved?
No. This is my youngest daughter's father.
Your youngest daughter's father. That's why you have two kids,
Yeah.
and they are 14 and 7. Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
A couple of months ago.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
I'm gonna say I'm impatient. I could be a little bit impatient, a little bit of a hothead, and I can't think of a number 3. I don't know.
You only have 2 flaws.
I'm gonna say I can be eager too.
Eager.
And independent. Some people see being independent as a flaw. It can be either or, depending on a man.
Right.
Some men don't like women to be too independent, but I'm independent.
Being eager. She said one of her flaws is being eager. Hey yo, what the fuck? What does that even mean? And another thing about being independent. Will y'all shut the hell up about this independence crap? Not hyper independent or whatever nonsense y'all make up. Again, having a job, having a place to stay, having a form of transportation does not make you independent or a boss. It makes you an adult. Jesus, I'm furious.
Ashley, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I am established. I have my own. I'm a hard worker. I'm pretty. I am empathetic. Yeah, I'm fun. I'm a fun
Nice
Aries.
body.
Everybody loves an Aries. Get you an Aries.
Everybody loves the Aries.
Goddamn.
Aries.
Got him so
All right,
reacts.
so this is Ashley, Maryland, 36, 2 children, 14 and 7, hairstylist, 36, and let's do it. How can the guy reach out to you, baby?
You can reach out to me on here on IG. I am ASH_.
I don't care. I'm getting off my screen now. I don't care. And her IG's probably has something to look at. She do got a nice body. And I can tell that she had fit including to her name. It's obvious that she works out. But nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. At least men of substance don't care.
Right.
You've already showed who you are, lady. And the fact that you're a 36-year-old woman with two daughters, why would you want to put them around a felon or a dude that's been in jail? And of course, I'm not insinuating just because you've been in jail, you're some type of predator.
Right.
I'm not saying that. But it would behoove you. This is common sense land, and nothing irritates me more when I have to explain common sense stuff. It would behoove you to not have felons around you. But the fact that it says something about our people as a society in which you have women openly saying that they would prefer a dude that's been in jail over a dude that's been walking the straight and narrow all his life. A regular 9-to-5 Joe isn't good enough for them. They have to have a pookie. They have to have some type of criminal because it's society. 9-to-5 dudes are boring, man. And this is a plague to society.
Exactly.
And I'm not even a religious type, but I pray for her children, man. I can only imagine what type of mom she is. She's openly inviting it. 36. It'd be one thing if she was 21, 22 saying this nonsense. But she's 36? You a grown-ass woman, man. You closing in on 40. Sad, man. But what the hell do I know? I'm just a weed head talking on YouTube. You guys let me know what you think after party in the comments.
Now you see what I'm talking about. Now people see. You see that's exact why there are black men are leaving these women, because of mindsets like that. The good black men and the ones that are able to get mobility up to travel, because they say some stupid stuff like this. And you see how the way the situation with Jada Pickett was. It's like, dang, when you love on a woman, then she turn around and do some stuff like that to you, and then it's like, wow. You see what we got come out here. So to some of these black men and black women be talking about, black men going out. What's wrong with black love? You need to question some of these women, where their mindset is when it comes to what is love with another human being of your kindred, your hue, and your race, and how proper how to love. A lot of people don't know how to love. They don't know what love, sacrifice, and things is. They don't know how to do it. In the case with Tia Mowry, and they don't understand that. They want it now. They stuck on their looks. That's why they can't, because they seek validation. That's the reason why. That is the reason why these women and men have puffed up some men have puffed up their head, so they got their head big and swell. So now they come up with certain kind of demeanor and attitude. It's not wrong being confident, but dang, you gotta take it to the point that you're better than somebody. And so this goes to ask you all those questions. Why do some black men go to other women? Because why are they traveling overseas? Why are they going to Africa? Why are they going to Colombia? Why are they going to the Philippines? That's why. That is exactly why. Because these women, and look at it, like he said, now in their 20s, in their 30s and 40s, and some of them don't know how to get rid of when they get to their 50s. They still trying, and that's the only one they respond to. That's who they respond to. They don't respond to anything else. So peaceful, loving, peaceful life, that's boring. A hard-working man, that's boring. Just, that's boring. That's lame. Bring me some excitement. Bring me some gunshots. Bring me some arguments. You might as well say it like that. Because that's what it is. That's why black men are leaving. And it's the own women saying it's out of their mouth. They let you know this. And from a lot of these late content creators, they say, I don't understand. That's why. You got to listen to the women. Listen to what the women are saying. Stop bridging down the men. Listen to the women. Because they telling you this is what they're really about. So, excuse me. Boy. But anyway, I would say this, men, get your passport, travel. You got good man, hard man. They telling you that mess, bro, save your money and go. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't got no record, go. Because that's what she want. Don't chase after something like that. This something could be black like that in Colombia. It could be something black like that got sense in Africa. And if you want to stick with your own people, but don't mess with something that with a mindset like that. That's why they're single. That's why, and they don't want to face the fact. That's why, and even the ones that don't come on social media, you take some women on a date. That's their mindset in America. That's why men are like backing up. This proves it right here. This shows you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. But yeah, now you see why. And look at what Ticket TV said about what Jada's doing. That's true. When a man loves hard, he loves a woman all his heart. That's why some men don't give their heart up to a woman. And some of these women that might as well, I hate to say it, like one man call it, you might as well be someone's concubine. Because that's what the hood dudes do. You submit to a hood dude with 5-6 kids and won't give a man who's legitimate. He gives you a name, a marriage, and a relationship. But that's too boring for you. So to the black men and black women, where's black love? You need to question some of these black women's mentality. Because that's what the black men is. We're not healing it. You're too squared. You gotta be a person that come out of jail, so I can manipulate and control you when we get into an argument. That's what that's about. That's why. See, you got to understand what she's saying. That's why she want a jail dude, because she called the cops and they get in an argument. Boom, he's going back to jail. Tell me, they do. That's why they want them kind of dudes. They want to trap you, and then they get to the point that then they make up with some make up sex. That's what it is. Dysfunction all the way around. That's why good black men don't fall for it. I don't care how her waist, her butt look, her face look, her breast look. Check the mind. She ain't got no heart. She ain't got no substance of heart, of passion, of love, of femininity. Leave her. For real, dude. This anything, whether you're young or old, now you see what I'm talking about. Let me say this. Yeah, Tupac was a good legend, but the thing about it is he couldn't let that role of, and someone made a good point, that he stayed in that character of Juice, that playing that kind of character, and that's what some women like, that kind of character, and that's why probably Jada liked something about him, like that part about him what she see in the movies, but she couldn't love a man that can love her back like Will. And you don't see Samuel Jackson, Denzel Washington, Viola Davis' husband doing that to them. You don't see Denzel Washington's wife doing that to him. So this is what you don't see LL2J doing that to his wife, or his wife doing that to him. That's why when some of black men go. That's why they go to other women. Because you got spoiled, rotten women here that don't appreciate a man. They get spoiled because they look, look, and they go all the way out because they try to get attention. They're not trying to be a mother or wife. That's why they lose it, like Cynthia G and other women like her. That's why they're always single. And even when they do meet a different hue of man, a different race of man, they act a nut on him too. Case with Cheesecake Factory woman. It's them. They need to take account of their own personality and stop with the entitlement. Because men ain't putting up with them from any walks of life. And if they got to go halfway around the world to find a woman, and you be left up here, that's what it is. And that's just in the warning. That men don't have to put their hands on you. They don't have to argue with you. Men got to do is just pick up get their finances, get in shape, pick their finances up, and dip. And then sit back and wait till you wait for the men who bring that action and that drama in 7 kids, and you fighting their baby mama with it. Because some women like that toxicity, guys. They like the hood toxicity because to them, they come from an environment. They probably seen their mother or someone going through that, and they think that's normal. There are a segment of people think that's normal. So if you're not that type of dude, don't get caught up in the looks of a woman. That's why, because they use that and put makeup and everything to try to swoon you in. Oh, look at her behind. Look at her, and they know that. That's why they do that, and it gives them an ego boost. They don't know how to be humble with what God given them, and don't have a humble mind. That's why that answers your question. Why are black men and black women in love? Because they say stuff like this, and they act like Jada Smith, and they act like Tia Mowry. That's why. When good black men leave, boom, they shit on them. And then they left single, trying to chase behind a dude that tried to fix that thuggery personality. There you have it. That answers your question. You see it. in a lot of things, and you see it with other celebrities. Think about it. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, we just see you next time. Peace, and man, guard your heart. Don't give your heart to a woman. They tell women put men to a test. Men put women to a test. Listen to her, hear her out, and it will be revealed to you. All right, then, be blessed. Until next time, take care.